So you open your inbox one morning or one very good day, and then you receive a letter. You say that you've received an email that says, "Congratulations, you have been offered an admission to study in so so and so university." All right. Hello, my name is Stella. Welcome to Tezak. On this platform, we talk about how to apply for your master's degree admissions, or for whatever admission, master degree, PhD, undergraduate. We talk about student visas. We talk about scholarships. We talk about fundings. Talk about traveling generally. So today we want to talk about receiving an admission. So a lot of people feel like, oh, once you receive that admission, that is all. And then some people are tempted to go as far as um, resigning from their jobs. All right. In this video, I want to talk about the process or steps that you need to follow after you have received your admission letter or offer of admission. Okay. And the first thing I would say here is, when you receive such a letter, the first thing is for you to read the entire letter. All right. Some people are tempted to just stop halfway once they see, "Congratulations, you'll be offered an admission," because of they are happy, they are overwhelmed with joy. They just tend to stop there. No, it is very, very important that you read the entire letter, and then you understand, because from reading that letter, you'll be able to understand the terms of the offer, right? If it is a conditional offer or an unconditional offer. So you should be able to read the entire letter to understand whether it's a conditional offer or an unconditional offer. All right. Because if it's a conditional offer, that means that you've been offered a place. However, you need to meet this pending requirement. It could be that you have to provide an English test, or you have to pay your tuition deposit and stuff like that. So you need to understand the terms of the offer. Okay. And the third one is, do not rush to pay your deposit. Okay. If you are asked to pay your deposit, do not rush to pay your deposit. This boils down again to understanding the offer. Let's say, for example, you've been given a conditional offer, and in that offer, you've been asked to provide an English test, for example, or you've been asked to provide some certain document, right, alongside your tuition deposit. Okay. Do not rush to pay your deposit first. Try as much as possible to work towards getting those documentations that you have been required to submit before planning to pay your deposit. Okay. So do not rush to go and pay your deposit. Understand the terms, what is required of you, how do you go about getting that requirement or those requirements, to fulfill those requirements before you start planning on how to pay your deposit. Okay. And the next one is, after that, that is the next stage is the point where you have to review your finances, because right now you are talking about paying deposits. You'll be talking about paying visa application fee. In some countries like UK, you have to pay for your medical insurance. Um, you have to pay for travel, your travel tickets, so many other things that you need to pay for. At this point, this is the point where you need to sit down, review your finances properly to know what you have, where it can get you to. Okay. So do not rush to start doing things without sitting down and reviewing your finances properly. And the next one is, I think that is the sixth one, is, do not stop looking for funding. If you are interested in looking for funding, or you're interested in scholarship, and then you get the admission, maybe the admission comes before the scholarship, that does not automatically means because you've received the admission you should stop looking for funding. all right, or looking for scholarship. Continue looking for funding, continue looking for scholarship. It does not matter. It does not matter that because you've received the admission, then you have to stop. Continue looking for the funding, all right. So do not stop looking for funding. Continue looking for funding. All right. And the seventh one is that is the seventh one. You need to start preparing for the visa stage. Okay. Preparing for the visa stage does not mean that you start going to apply for the visa. No. Preparing means you start checking, maybe you go to the visa, the embassy website where the country you are applying to, go and check what are the documents that you need to apply for the visa. Okay, because sometimes it's not just your what is it called again, your offer of admission alone that you need to attach as the document or the required document. There are other documents that might be required, so you go to the website and start looking for those information. What are the documents that I need to get? And then you start preparing for those documents. Okay, you don't need to be in a hurry for this. You take your time so that you don't get it wrongly. Okay. And the eighth one is you start thinking about accommodation. Unless you have someone in the country that you are going to, that you plan or you've decided, or both of you have agreed that when you arrive you're going to be staying with the person. If you don't have such person, that is the time that you start considering looking for accommodation. Okay. Check the accommodation, student accommodation. Is it the school accommodation, or you want to rent a room or an apartment, depending on your situation outside. That is when you start looking for accommodation. You start, making your inquiries, putting things in place for your accommodation. Okay, you don't need to make any commitment. You just need to do a research to understand um the information surrounding getting an accommodation as an international student. All right. And then the ninth one is, a lot of people tend to make mistake with this one. Okay. So the ninth one is, do not rush to resign. If you are the type that is employed in your home country, that is not the time for you to resign. Do not resign because you've received um, an offer letter from a university. Okay, that is not the right time to resign, because there are other steps, there are other processes that I can say that are not actually under your control. You cannot control it, right? For example, the visa process. You can only do your best to do the application, but you cannot control the outcome of the visa. So that is not the time for you to resign your job, all right? Or even buying a non-refundable ticket. Okay, if you want to buy a ticket, let's assume you just want to buy a ticket because, okay, maybe when I'm ready to travel, the ticket might be higher. Now that I'm able to lay my hands on a cheaper ticket, I would like to buy it. Make sure it's a refundable ticket. Okay, read the terms and the conditions of the ticket before you buy it. Okay, because if you buy a non-refundable ticket, it means that if you don't use the ticket, your money is gone. But if you have a refundable ticket, so you can, if you don't use it, they can refund you your money. Or maybe the date that you have planned to travel, something has come up, or you are not able to meet up and you need to change the date, then you can change the date. So you need to look into those flexibility if you must buy a ticket. Okay. These are some of the few points that I would like to talk about in this video. In my next video, I might decide to elaborate on it, or if you have questions regarding this topic that you feel that I did not touch on, you can drop your comments or drop your question and I will respond to it. I will also put the contact details in this description of this video. If you want to talk to me privately, or there's something you want to ask, you can contact me, you can reach me with those with the contact details on this details that I will put in this video, and I will respond to you. Thank you very much for listening, for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. um um Put on your notification bell so that whenever I drop the video, you'll be among those that will watch the video or that will see the video. Don't give algorithm a chance to push it to you. You might not get the video, you might not see my face or get my video next time if you are not subscribed to this channel. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, put your comments in the comment section, and then I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.